Hey everyone, welcome to this little quick residency training. Residency 1, 2, and 3 will be coming up starting this Thursday, going through the end of next week. We're going to be doing these online, and you're going to have presenters for every aspect of the day, and I'm going to send you a schedule with that. But the one thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your microphone and camera are set up. Remember, you must be online for the entire residency while we're having active sessions. If you miss active sessions, you will fail the class, unfortunately, because you need to be there for the active sessions. It's part of doing it online. It's be the same if you were here and you had to leave halfway through the residency. You would not be able to pass that residency. So the same thing is true. You're going to want to minimize distractions and make sure that you have a closed off space with no background noise. We don't want to hear a dog barking behind you every time you're talking. No children screaming, nothing like that. You want to make sure that you are in a quiet environment. You're going to need to make sure that you have a broadband connection and the microphone and camera are working properly, which is what I'm going to show you in the video today. You do want to probably log in at 8:30 each day to work with to make sure your camera's working, to make sure everything's working. We're going to have e-learning monitoring the session then, just to make sure that if you have any questions, there's somebody there to help you with that. So let me quickly show you how to make sure that your camera and your microphone are working properly. So what you want to do is you want to click here for Quick Links and Collaborate. Then you want to click on the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. That's the classroom that we'll be using. Now, it's going to take a minute to come online. And when you see it, you're going to see Course Room, and it's going to say Join Room. When you join this room, you're going to come in as a participant, not a moderator, so you won't be able to upload PowerPoints or control the screen in that way. It'll probably say something like waiting for the moderator to come online. What you want to do, it's a little bit slower today than normal. What you want to do once you're in the room is to make sure that you are familiar with the interface. The things that you'll be using as a residency student are the audio button, the camera button, and then the chat function. Now, keep in mind that you will, that when you are not talking, you're going to want to turn the audio off. Again, this will just help to keep the room quieter while the presenter is presenting. When you have a question, you can raise your hand by pressing this button. You can turn on your audio and ask your question. There's also a chat feature. Let me make this, move this over just a little bit so you can see that. If you click here on this Collaborate panel, the first thing you will see is the chat feature. You can say something by clicking here and typing hi, and it will send that to everyone in the room. When you have this closed by a little X here, you will just see the chat pop up here in the corner as a pop-up, and you can go in here and look at it to see if there's a chat. You can see who's in the room here with the participants. Now you're going to want to go to My Settings to get your microphone and camera set up, and you can see that you can set up your camera and microphone here. When you click on that button, you're going to see that you have an audio test screen, and you're going to have choices here. Here are the choices that I can pick for my microphone. I'm going to turn on the orb, camera, and sphere. I see this line moving back and forth. I know it's working. Video. The video would come up here, except I'm using the video for the screencast-orama, so it won't pop up here. But this would be the thing I'm using. I see the video, it's working. I say, yes, it's working. Then I can click here to turn on the chat, and I can click here to turn on the video. The video will pop up in the corner here as a little tiny thing. I don't think it's going to come on because my video is shared somewhere else. But basically, it will pop up here in the corner and show you that you're online. You want to turn that microphone off when you're not using it again. Now, if for some reason you cannot get your microphone to work, the first thing you want to do is log out of the session here. Right down here at the bottom, leave session. And then when you've logged out, close your web browser and restart your computer. Sometimes if you've plugged in the microphone or headset, if you're using a headset, which is a better idea, if you've plugged that in after you've started, sometimes the computer doesn't detect it, so you need to restart the computer. It detects the microphone, and then you'll be able to choose it from that selection. However, if you can't get it working, you can always use your phone for audio. If this is the case, you just click on this thing here, and it will give you a phone number to call and a PIN. This is your private number and PIN, so it won't work for other people. They will have to get their own PIN number to log into the session. Then you'll be heard through the phone, and you'll be able to hear other people speaking through the phone as well. You should still be able to see what's going on inside. You do want to get your video camera working because we're going to do video introductions. We're going to have moments where you're going to want to be on video, so you probably do want to get that working. Again, that first day, you're going to have people from e-learning here helping you get all that going and get your things working as they properly should. Bandwidth is important, so don't be running something in the background on your computer. Don't be downloading a video. Don't be playing a game. Anything like that going on in the background of your computer can slow your bandwidth, and therefore it will make it harder for you to connect. If you lose the connection for any reason, close your web browser completely, go back in and start a second session. Then you should be able to log back in and get into the room again. Momentary drops like that are fine. We are going to have video backups of each of the sessions for you to be able to watch if you miss a section, if you miss a moment or two. However, if you miss a whole session, you're allowed to miss one, and we'll let you go to the discussion board and talk about what you've missed and ask questions, but that's it. If you miss 2 sessions, then I'm sorry, but it's going to be, you're going to have to not pass the class and retake it again. And again, this is just because this is a live thing. We're trying to make you feel as if you were in the live session. We don't want you to miss out on that opportunity to interact one-on-one with faculty members. You don't get that very often in an online program, so that's what's important about this and the way we're doing it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you all in the online session.